come before all of ye, so thou mayst see my sin. Is it truly wrong for me to ache for companionship, for my husband hath perished at sea? 'Tis truly sinful for me to feel the ache that I have been feeling since my husband has perished. All of ye, look at me. Look at the sin that I have committed. Can thou honestly say that thou hast not committed sin? Thou art filthy animals, all of ye. All of ye are filthy, hypocritical animals. I will never let ye see the despise that I have in all of you deep in my heart, for I will protect my daughter with all of my might. It simply cannot be. Methinks he was to have died at sea, but here he is, and he cannot see me standing on this scaffold with a child that is not his. But there is no hurt in his eyes, only something stranger, wickeder.
We have gathered here today to take part in the punishment of the adulterer Hester Prynne. This evil woman has disgraced herself and God by having relations with a swain that she does not have vows with. As a result of her sinful actions, a child was born. Henceforth, this child shall live the rest of her days under the influence of the devil because of her evil mother. You have one chance, Hester. One chance to reveal the identity of your lover. If thou dost comply, the great Lord Almighty may grant ye forgiveness, as will the people of our humble church. I must warn you, dear Hester, you shan't protect this man because you love or pity him. He hath committed the same crimes as you, and shall suffer with them.
With all due respect, your holiness, I will not reveal the name of my lover. Methinks I have to confess my sin because it has blessed me with a daughter. Perchance my lover has no such luck. We shall live with the sins buried with him if we shall not outspeak them. 'Tis his burden to bear, but I would gladly help him with it if he needed. My child will know no mortal father, though our heavenly Father will bless her where I have failed her.
Very well, thou hast made that choice. You shall wear the scarlet letter that thou hast fashioned to thyself for the rest of your days. It shall serve as a reminder to you, your daughter, and your lover, and all who come in contact with you, that thou art a sinner and adulterer. The God in heaven and the devil in hell shall have their way with you. I stand here like a coward. I can only confess my sins in the dead of night. I cannot face them with courage, as dear Hester did all those years ago. I deserve all of the punishment my sins brought me. My Heavenly Father, who once loved me, has now condemned me to a life of agony. I shall burn in hell for what I have done. I have left the woman that I truly love, simply because I cannot face these hypocritical townspeople. I have brought a child into this world that I cannot support, and will never know. What have I done? What have I done? Such a foolish man. I am such a foolish man. Who's there? Pearl? Hester? Is that you? Good evening, ladies. What are you two doing out here at such a late hour?
Governor Winthrop took a turn for the worse and passed away. I had to go take measurements for the burial robes that I have to make him. Wherefore art thou out so late, Arthur?
I couldn't sleep, so I decided to go out for a late night walk. I came upon the scaffold and decided to mount it. And then I looked out into the night sky.
Are you sure that's the only reason you came up on the scaffold that I stood on so many years ago, Arthur?
Hester, I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course you wouldn't.
Would you two please join me on the scaffold?
Why, minister? Why wilt thou not be seen with us except during the dead of night?
There is nay a reason that we should be seen together. I'm a minister. You are nothing but a condemned adulterer. There is no reason that we should be seen together.
Minister, can we all three sit together here at noontime?
Not tomorrow, my child, nor the next day. We shall not stand together in this lifetime. These townspeople cannot understand the three of us. We shall stand together on Judgment Day, ere our Heavenly Father. Only He can judge us, as only He can understand us. No. What brings you out to the middle of the forest?
Arthur, we need to talk.
I really should be getting back to town. I just came out here to meet with the Indians.
Arthur, I fear much is at stake. Pearl, can you go play in the creek, please?
Hi, Mother.
Arthur, I have much to tell you. First, know that I have missed you, and I hope that thou will relieve thou of much anger that you feel towards me. But thy caretaker, Roger Chillingworth, is my husband from my past life, and I fear that he may be caring for you out of revenge rather than kindness. I'm sorry.
How dare you, woman? I have nearly lived a decade of my life worrying about someone from the town or the church finding out my secret. And now I find out that the one person who could figure out anything has been living with me the whole time. Chillingworth has been stuffing me with his medicines for years now, and they've only made me feel worse. He's trying to kill me, and it's all because of you.
How dare you? Hast thou not think that I have suffered as well? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But when I stood on the scaffold so many years before, I did not give you away, even though I would have been completely forgiven. I did not give thee away. And dost thou think that does not mean anything? Because it does.
Ish.
I'm betraying my husband now as we speak. And I know that I am, but I hate him. I hate him. And I hope that you can understand, and that I hope that thou dost forgive me.
'Tis okay. The man is evil, and we must stand together. There is nay another way to overcome him. My only regret in life is that I have not spent these past years with you and Pearl. We are both sinners, Hester, but Chillingworth is definitely worse. I have only one concern now. What if the evil physician decides to tell the town our secret? I would lose my job. I want nothing more but to spend my life with thou and our daughter Pearl. But I cannot do that if I lose my job.
Dost not worry, dear. I have known that excuse for a man for many years. He stole my childhood from me, and I know that he is too much of a coward to go in front of the town and tell them of our secret. He will protect your identity. Arthur, please don't do this. Do not bury that pain. Thou does not deserve it.
I cannot do that. I fear the consequences that I would have to face. What if we move? What if we move back to Europe, away from these people?
Could we live together as a family? A happy family? All of us?
We could do whatever we want. No one would know where we were.
I know a ship down in the harbor. I'm sure someone would let us aboard.
Let's do it. We can finally have the life we've always dreamed of.
Oh, Arthur, I am so happy. Pearl will finally know a father, and I couldn't think of no better father for her than thou. Pearl, come hither.
Pearl, can you please come here? Your mother and I have some exciting news to tell you.
Wilt thou like to give the minister a hug as well?
Mother, is the minister coming home with us today?
Not today, silly child.
On Judgment Day?
Nay, much sooner than that.
What are we going to do?
I wish I knew.